Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Knights offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years. And, of course, you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in 07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. He'll hand it off. Fights off a defender. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
And is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe getting in some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They'll hand it off. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's reeled in. It's Glover. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, the defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
The Knights with 1st and 10 here. And now the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And the offense now operating in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And the defense wraps him up.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
He's got it near the end zone. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a 3rd down play? He try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF. And now the try here for the extra point. To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field. The first chance we've had to see them today. This wide receiver, Kirk, is so dynamic. It puts a lot of pressure on the corners. And frankly, the safeties are going to have to get involved in coverage today, right?
Yeah, the free safety is going to be tempted here to make plays. But this quarterback has a favorite target. He comes up with most of the 50-50 balls. Expect to see plenty of double coverage and help from this free safety today.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He's running out of time here. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. In the first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Tackled, but 1st down.
Hey, Chris, if you look at where this drive started, it's a nice 1st down to be able to give them just a little bit more breathing room here and be able to really get down to how they want to attack this defense here early in the game.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Short throw complete to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. And the completion makes it 2nd down. And the quarterback keeps it here. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Smith.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the defense look slow that time. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. With the catch, it's Richardson. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with
cannot escape, and down he goes. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pass falls incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Empty set now. 5 wide. Here we go. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on third down. Scrambling around now. Looking downfield. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The returner is brought down. There is a flag on the field, so we'll check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense will keep going here after that special teams penalty. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Grab near the sticks. It's Richardson. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Knights pick up enough yardage for a first down. They're going to run it. The gain is 4, so it's...
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Looking to scramble. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Knights. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Makes a quick catch. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
On the run, it's Love. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Third down play for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw testing the middle. It's caught downfield. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Quick juke to get free. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide.
It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense cannot be stopped.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Defense is coming after him. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out. Anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And they've got him.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Knights will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He lets it go on the move. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. It really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. He's going for a big play downfield. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He makes the grab. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route. I think it really caught this defense off guard.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Looking to throw. It's Sayin. And the sophomore making an impact play. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain. This will likely be the last play of the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. This one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return begins inside the 10. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Oh, and he flat dropped it. It's going to bring up third down for this offense. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Bringing pressure. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff.
And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
So from the 16-yard line, it's now second and long. To throw, it's Sayin. Running out of time in the pocket. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Grab down the middle. It's Thurman.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Big gain across midfield. They'll spot it down near the 30.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Pass complete. It's second down now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not fight at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Just trying to get rid of it. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. He made good on his first attempt, but this one is from 47 yards away. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. They'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The Knights line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Can the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal? Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Knights. A strong fight back. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll return it from inside the 5. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Quarterback keeps the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
On the option, it's Sayin. The ball is loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the 2nd half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. The Knights looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Give it to the back again. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that 1st down marker.
Well, much like what we saw in the 1st half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on 3rd down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the 1st down.
Touchdown, UCF. This offense is still clicking. Here comes the point after attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Receiver makes the grab, and he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he's got it. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. First down here for this offense. Back to throw again. Tries to get it to the running back. Caught over the middle. It's Love. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. The Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Important second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Sayin. The ball is caught. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Important yardage needed on third down here. A field goal try would be from 52. And the quarterback dropping back. Lets it go quickly. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. First and goal. The offense with an opportunity for a go-ahead score here in the final minutes. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. But Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field.
Here we go.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Let's go.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And this time it's complete. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
This is why offense is drilled down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big...
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Your worst case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. Grab down the middle. It's Thurman. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a route.
He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. On the return, it's Richardson. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. We'll see what the play call is as the offense begins its final drive. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Going the other way, can they catch him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he pulls in the catch. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. It's a spin move to extend the play, pick up a few extra yards.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And with that, they regain the lead. After the clutch kick to take the lead, now they'll kick it away. But the offense still a chance to tie this game if they can drive the field quickly. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. He just goes down, and that'll do it for the ball game. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue